Alright, hello everyone, it's me D-Alber, and today I'm testing a new setup and stuff, so the video is gonna probably be awkward and I can't really read the cards that better, but I'm doing my 2020 Giant Ballpark, uh, deck profile. It's a fun deck, I wouldn't call it really competitive. You are supposed to enable OTKs and stuff like that, but sometimes it gets too clunky, but it's still a pretty fun deck. So anyways, I'm gonna get started. Note that I don't have all of the cards that are needed. Uh, as you can see, when we start with our normal monsters, we run 3 shiny black sea squatters and 3 insect knights. I couldn't find a third copy of insect knights, so this is a new bug, but don't do that. You need 3 and 3. They're pretty much the center of the deck. You'll see why when we get to the rest of our cards. But yeah, you definitely need 3 of each. Then we have 3 Gokipo. When it's sent to the graveyard, you can add level 4 insect monsters to your hand. If it was a normal monster, you can special summon it and then destroy a monster with equal or higher attack. You generally want to put your not your Neobox, your Insect Knights with him. You want to summon them, you can pop any monster with over 1900 attack. That's pretty good. Uh, if not, it's just sent to the graveyard. Then we run another 3 off. Resonance Insect. If this card is sent from field to graveyard, you can add 1 level 5 or higher insect type monster from your deck. If it's banished, you can send 1 insect type monster from your deck to the graveyard, except itself. It's a weird card. You can generally normal summon it and link it off to get the search for the big boy insects. But you only run one of the insects, so it's not really that good of a card, I'd say, unless you are determined to banish it by other methods. Then the last one-offs are Doomdozer and Aztekipede. Aztekipede, yeah. This is the card you can search with Insect Resonator. It can special summon by banishing 2 monsters. It really doesn't have any effect after that. You can send the top card of your opponent's deck to the graveyard after it does battle damage, so it's really not that good, especially for decks that are based around the graveyard. This one you can special summon by banishing 1 insect, which then lets you get search with insect. You could probably also shares the same effect of sending to the graveyard. You could probably pop this up to 2, but I wouldn't go higher, just because insects are really the only cards you want to banish. The Resonance Insect, my bad. I think it's the only one that has banishing effects. So it's good to see. It's a free special summon, but I wouldn't go out of my way to put more than 2. Then for the 10 use monsters, we run 2 Adahara and 3 Bishuda. When you have no when you have no effect monsters, you can special summon them. This one, you can target 1 card your opponent controls and return it to the hand when you have no effect monsters. But you need to banish it. And with this one, you can bring it back. Bishuda is really good. Adahara is really here if you need to return your Bishudas to the hand, or if you want to go into your synchro plays, which are not that common. But it's a level 1 tuner, so that's always good. It's also Earth, so you can probably guess what monster we're synchro summoning. Then, for my level 8s, I run 2 Danger Bigfoot, 2 Gadarlas, my bad, 1 Gamazil, and of course the other level 8 monsters are the Bishudas, which we just got. Bigfoot's really good, lets you discard cards. If it's discarded, you can pop 1 monster your opponent controls. If it's not, you get a 3000 body plus an extra card, so that's really good. Godarl is to get rid of problematic cards from your opponent. Since this is a second deck, you need that. Also, Gamazil, it's the same thing. It's level 8, but you need at least 2 different Kaijus because we are running the Slumbers. Then to finish up the monster lineup, I run 2 Droll and Blockbirds. This you can change for anything. You can change them. I would recommend Impermanence, Ash Blossom, or the new Lolly hand trap, which I don't remember the name of. The one that just came out in Surety Code. Those are probably the better ones. Droll and Lockbird is here because my Ashes are in another deck, pretty much. But it's still a good enough card, depending on the matchup. Other than that, moving to the spell lineup, I run 3 Giant Ballpark, which is the most important card of the deck, as you can see on the left side of the video, because it's there for some reason. You can negate damage taken in one attack, and send one one insect monster to the graveyard. If it's a normal monster, you can special summon up to 3 copies of it from the graveyard, deck, or hand. So that's how you swarm the field. I generally want to send your shiny blacks to the graveyard. Then you can special summon 3 of them. That's 6,000 damage on the board, which is pretty good. Sadly, we have 2 Ruin, a fun deck, with Mystic Mine and the Terraforming. You're going second, you don't have a lot of negates. Mystic Mine is just an amazing floodgate. It's not really fun, but you know, it gets the job done most of the time. So if you need to stall out for time. Then for the rest of the lineup, I run 3 Kaiju Slumber. You destroy every monster, special summon 2 Kaijus, 1 on each side of the field. I don't really like this card, especially with our Kaiju ratios. I could probably drop it down to 2. You're probably better off if you get, you know, the expensive cards, or just get like a Raigeki or something like that. The trade-ins, you know, free to draws. We a lot on run of level 8 monsters, as I showed earlier. And the 1-ups, I run 1 Pot of Avarice, 1 Mind Control, and 1 Double or Nothing. This lets you reuse or recycle your cards from the graveyard. Lets you go into link place when you steal an opponent's monster. Generally problematic cards too you can steal. Just link them off. And Double or Nothing, it's for OTK potential, which we don't have enough of apparently. That's it for the main zone, for the main deck. Then going into the extra deck, we're on 1 Monk of Tenyi. You know, it's just you can tribute your Tenyi's monsters for link plays. 1 Lake Spider, in case you brick and have a lot of normal monsters. 1 Almirage, almost all of our normal summons are 1,000 attack normal summons, so you can just get that over. 1 Picofalina. I don't know. It's a weird one. It lets you shuffle 3 insects from your graveyard into the deck and then draw 1 card, so it's more advantage than the generic Phoenix Nightmare. The generic Unicorn. Then we run 1 Seraphim Papillon. I don't know. I think it's a really slow card because you can give it counters equal to the number of insect monsters you use to link it off. It's generally gonna be 3, and then the next turn you can well, actually, or into your opponent's turn, you can remove 1 counter and special summon a level 4 insect from your graveyard. I don't know, I could probably change it. And for boss monster, I run Unchained Abomination. Since Boral Sword needs and Boral Load need effect monsters, you generally won't have enough to go into them. So yeah, that's our Link monster lineup. Moving up to XYCs. We have the Utopia Double and number 39 Utopia. This is for the Double or Nothing. You know, you get 2 monsters, you overlay them. You into Utopia Double, you remove 1 to get the Double or Nothing, and then special summon Utopia. Attack, cancel your attack, use the Double or Nothing. Now you have a 10,000 big stick. That's generally enough for game, as long as your opponent has a monster that has 2,000 or less attack. 1 Gaga Cowboy for time. HeartlandDraco if you just need some damage to finish off the game, and you need to attack directly but can't get over your opponent's monsters. 1 Elstorm Exciter Knight to clear boards. It's really good, especially since you're going second. And to finish it off, the 1 Naturia Beast. You know, just one of the best synchros, level 5. But yeah, That's it for the deck profile. Tell me your thoughts about it. I have not played much with this deck, so there's probably some cards you could change and add, but I think it's good for now. Anyway, thanks for watching and see you later.